Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by and for visiting me again on my channel. For those of you who are new on Wendy Wise Beauty, we do everything cosmetics, perfume, skincare and makeup. So if this is a subject matter which interests you, I hope you would consider subscribing. For my returning subscribers, thanks for coming again. I do appreciate every single last one of you and your comments and also your letters to me, and for sharing some of your routines and the products that you are using with me. Guys, today I will be doing a perfume video dedicated to coconut, the note of coconut in fragrances. It is a fragrance note which is very well appreciated and loved in gourmand fragrances, especially in the summer. I do have a lot of coconut fragrances in my collection, as I do love tropical fragrances and the coconut note, especially in the summer. These are not all the coconut fragrances that I own or have tried, but the ones I am going to discuss with you today, these are some of the most highly celebrated in the industry and also in my collection. Guys, as I have mentioned to you on my channel, I do love fragrances. I collect fragrances, especially classic and niche fragrances. I have hundreds of bottles, so don't think it is strange that I have over 10 coconut fragrances to share with you. I do have a huge perfume collection. I have been a perfume lover for as long as I can remember, so my perfume collection has been growing over many years. So please stay tuned for some of the most beautifully formulated and wearable coconut fragrances on the market. Coconut is a note which needs to be done properly or it is immediately cloying. And also I have fragrances in all price categories. I did not make price a factor in terms of which fragrances I would include. I will just choose fragrances as I go along, and at the end I will tell you which one my favorite is this year. I am changing my fragrance collection with the season, the year. You never know, but I will let you know which one my favorite is. The first coconut scent on my list that my hand reached for, this one is very dear to my heart. This one is the Noix de Coco de Mailaise. It's Malaysian coconut, and this fragrance is from Yves Rocher. This fragrance is not always available, but when it is worth picking up. It is not very expensive, but this is one of the most beautiful coconut fragrances. This one is formulated with coconut water from Malaysia. What I love most about this fragrance, it is very crisp and very clean. The color of the fragrance is extraordinary. However, this fragrance in the dry down notes, the base, even though Yves Rocher does not list any white florals in this fragrance, they just say coconut water. In the dry down of this fragrance, I do get whiffs of white florals piercing through the very delicate coconut fragrance. This is lovely and it is worth picking up. It is also at a price point which is a steal. They do have other coconut fragrances which are just Noix de Coco. Please look for Malaysian coconut. The next fragrance on my list, this is from Coudray, and this is a very old fragrance, but it will not die. It has not died and it will never die. This is Coudray Vanilla et Coco. This fragrance came out in 1989. This is one of the few coconut scents which can be worn all year round. This one, I wear it more in the winter than I do in the summer. This one has a classic feel to it because the opening of this fragrance is powdery. It has a vintage feel, but it is not at all dated. The dry down of this fragrance, it is vanilla and coconut. This is a lovely gourmand fragrance for winter, and it is one of the best coconut fragrances out there. On some fragrance sites, since years, it is being said that this fragrance is discontinued. I can always find this at all of the perfumeries here, so I don't know if it is really discontinued, but I have no problems finding this. It is a fragrance which is readily available. The next coconut fragrance on my list, this is from Varsace, and this is Crystal Noir. This fragrance, I cannot tell you how many bottles of this fragrance I have polished off. This is a very nice coconut fragrance. It is not for everyone as it has a lot of sillage. Some people wear this all year long. For me, this is a fragrance for summer and maybe early fall. It is not a fragrance that I would wear in the winter because the coconut notes in here, I would say it is more of a baked coconut, and to carry this off, I do need sun. This can be described as, I would say, spicy. The top note does have ginger and cinnamon, and the base is sandalwood and vanilla. If you have not tried Crystal Noir, please give this fragrance a try. It is not for everyone, but it is a very nice coconut fragrance. The next coconut scent I would like to talk about, and it is a fragrance that I have used quite often over the years, and it is a lovely coconut scent. It is from Dolce and Gabbana, and this one, it is called Dolce Garden. It is described as floral, sweet and nutty. This one, it is a bit more on the heavy side, and it also does have a bit of a mango undertone to the fragrance. It is not a crisp, clean coconut fragrance. It is gourmand, and at the same time it does have quite a bit of sillage. The opening, it is fresh with some citrus notes, and then the fragrance, it develops into a coconut tropical fragrance. The coconut in this fragrance, it is quite pronounced. The base, it is a very gourmand, foodie base. The fragrance does mellow out in the dry down phase. This is also one I would not buy blind. It is not for everyone. It does have quite a bit of sillage, yeah, a trail of fumes, but at the same time, it is one of the most beautiful fragrances from Dolce and Gabbana. The next fragrance on my list, this is from Maison Margiela. It is called Beach Walk, yeah? It says Replica Perfumes. This is a very beautiful coconut fragrance, tropical fragrance. It is very light and it is also one of the few coconut fragrances which does have an aquatic note. When wearing this fragrance, you can smell a salty sea vibe in the fragrance. This one, it is easy to wear, it is light, and this fragrance, it can be used in the office. Pretty much this is a safe coconut fragrance. The only slight negative I can say about this fragrance, I normally need about 5 sprays of this because the lasting power of this fragrance, it is not the best. This is one to keep in the purse. I have in this is a 50 milliliter bottle, and when I am wearing this fragrance, if I am going out, I do take this with me. This is one of these fragrances you need to apply it after a couple hours. It is not something which would get you through the day. This is light, it is spritzy, and it is non-offensive. The next fragrance on my list, it is the most beautifully packaged of all the fragrances. This one is called NYC Crush, and this is from Sarah Jessica Parker. Guys, this is a beautiful tropical fragrance with a strong dose of coconut. It is really well formulated and it is at a fabulous price point. I love the packaging of this fragrance. I describe this one as a white floral on a bed of soft vanilla with some nuts coming through. This one, it is soft and velvety on the skin, and it is very hard not to like this fragrance. The packaging is lovely. Everything just falls into place with this fragrance. Sarah Jessica Parker fragrances, they are celebrity scents, but at the same time, her fragrances have very good quality price returns. They are very well formulated and they are never vulgar. For example, Sarah Jessica Parker, Lovely. This is a fragrance I have bought over and over again. It is one of my favorite woody scents, and I also love this one. If you are looking for an easygoing tropical fragrance that you can wear just about everywhere and also in the office, this is a very good one. Next fragrance on my list, it is from Montale, Paris, and this fragrance, it is called Intense Tiera. This is the Eau de Parfum, and this fragrance is a beautiful tropical fragrance. This one, it does have quite a bit of sillage. However, it is not offensive. It is never cloying. This is a beautiful gourmand vanilla coconut fragrance for summer. This one is a white floral on a base of coconut and sweet vanilla. This one is not for everyone because it is very gourmand or foodie, but at the same time, it is a lovely coconut vanilla fragrance. It is worth trying. This this is the 20 milliliter container. When buying Montales, I normally order directly from Montale in Paris, and for each full size bottle, it is possible to choose a 20 milliliter of a perfume of your choice. So this is really one of the perks when ordering directly from Montale in Paris. The next fragrance on my list is giving me a lot of problems since 2 years now. I am trying to get a replacement bottle of this fragrance and it is not deliverable. This fragrance, it is from Creed and it is called Virgin Island Water. This is one of the most beautiful, yummy, fresh coconut tropical fragrances on the market. This fragrance is coconut perfection. It is a blend of citrus notes, which is in the top note, coconut, ginger, white florals with a dose of rum and some sugarcane. If you have not tried this fragrance, the next time it is available, please give it a try. I have been trying to get a new bottle of this since last summer and I either miss the few bottles they get, and this year it is not at all deliverable. I am being told maybe August. I am on a list on a couple perfumeries, but I don't think I will be able to get it this year. Every time I go to the perfumeries, they are trying to sell me Kilians A Taste of Heaven. The other one that they are pushing this year, it is from Tom Ford and it is called Soleil Blanc. But these two, Taste of Heaven and Soleil Blanc, they are celebrated fragrances, but they are not anywhere near the yumminess, goodness of Virgin Island Water. So I think I will have to wait another summer to get my hands on a new bottle. But Creed Virgin Island Water, if you are in the department store or the perfumerie and you can get to sample this, please do so. It is costly, but it is really worth every penny. It starts at about 180 euros for 50 milliliters. But at the same time, this fragrance, it is just special and something everyone should try. The next fragrance on my list of grand coconut fragrances, this is from Mancera and it is simply called Coco Vanilla. The brand is Mancera Paris. This one, it is a bit on the heavy side, and it is really a tropical fragrance. It is coconut water and peach. This one does have a good dose of white florals and it is a base of vanilla and white musk. It is not a winter gourmand fragrance. It is for summer. It is a bit on the heavy side, like I said, but it is never cloying. For lovers of tropical fragrances, gourmand fragrances, this is definitely one to try. This fragrance, it is lovely. The last fragrance on my top 10 list, this is from Comptoir Sud Pacific, and this one, it's called Coco Figue. This is a vanilla coconut fragrance. It has a note of green fig, which adds a bit of greenness and freshness to this fragrance. I do like this fragrance very much. I find it to be different than your typical coconut vanilla fragrance on the market due to the greenness in this one. However, I do have perfume buddies, friends, who do find this one to be a bit on the synthetic side. I find this one to be a yummy coconut vanilla gourmand scent with a bit of greenness, which makes it very special. It is a fragrance that I have had in my collection over the years. I do not have any at the moment. I think I did give this one to a friend. I cannot remember. But now that I am doing this video, I need to pick up a new bottle for next year. I already have my summer perfume collection for this year together, so I will most likely not be wearing this one this year, but it has always been in my collection. So if coconut is on my list for next year, I will definitely be wearing this one. Anyway guys, this is my top 10 list. If you were to ask me my favorite of all these fragrances, it is a bit hard to choose a favorite. It would have to be a tie between Yves Rocher Noix de Coco Malaysian Coconut and Creed's Virgin Island Water. I love all of this. I do have other coconut fragrances, but these are the ones which make me swoon, and these are the fragrances I have purchased some of them more than once. In terms of other coconut fragrances which I have in my collection, which did not make this list of the ones I die for, Rhianna Rebl de Fleur. This fragrance also has a good dose of coconut. It is very well formulated and it is a lovely fragrance for summer. This one also has a mango note, and I do reach for this sometimes in the summer. Another fragrance I have had over the years, which is a good coconut beach scent, it is Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This one, it is not on my top list because I like this fragrance for the beach, the pool. I need sun, I need to be outdoors. It is very nice, but it can at times get a bit funky without warning. As I always mention in my fragrance reviews, fragrances are very relative. Fragrances can change and smell very differently depending on people's body chemistry. Please let me know which ones you are liking. Have you tried any one of those? And let me know if I missed anything out there which you think should be on my list of grand parfums. Take care guys, see you again soon. Have a lovely weekend. Ciao!